Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, really. And so I'm just here in the world and as you can see by the title, this is an important announcement and update, I guess. But first I'd like to address something that I said last time we were here, and that's no survival series. Yeah, I mean, we played for like a few days, but then I realized that at least me myself, I was really busy still, and I couldn't really dedicate time to playing for like 2 weeks fully. So I apologize for that. There's no survival series, and I won't promise one for the future or anything like that. So, but I would like to talk about something very important, as by the title. But yeah, we're here in the world. I'm testing out vibrant visuals. This is actually my first time seeing it. I haven't played Minecraft since April, the failed survival series experiment. But yeah, sorry for not updating you guys in like 3 months. But we took a long break, and I'm just here to let you know that first I'm going to start off and tell you that there's still a lot to be done in Gotham, and I'm sure that's why you guys are here on this channel for the most part, is Gotham. And so right here would be Founders Island. I don't have a super high render distance because of the vibrant visuals, but this is where it would be, and I have it partially planned out. Some of it I've had it planned out for quite a while, and some other stuff, or like some more visualization that I've had in my head has been more recent. And I'm gonna throw up some crude sketches that I made. And, I'm not an architect or anything, but I'm just drawing how I would envision it. And TNT. And it's not the best, but that's just kind of how I want to, like how I would want it to be if we ever got there. And it would be very much like Arkham Knight concept art, Arkham City background, the typical vision of, wow, it's so warm. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. The typical vision of like a very large-scaled Gotham, and that would be all Founders Island. But I mean, there's still a whole lot to do in Miyagani. I know but I was like, oh, it's done or whatever. It's really not. I mean, the buildings sure are all done, but like, there's so much more that needs to be done. Like, I mean, the cars I tried, but I got so burnt out, and I just didn't finish the cars. But I was gonna build blimps and helicopters and all that, but I just never got to it because I was really rushing those last two videos because I really needed to get them out. And that's where we are at. And then Old Gotham, of course, which I guess would be Bleak Island. I don't know. This island naming system, I'm just, I'm kind of running along with it as I go. But yeah, Old Gotham has plenty to be done, and there's I'm gonna try and fly over. Obviously, Amusement Mile was barely touched. I don't know. I probably mentioned it in a really old video that I wanted to make this kind of like a strip of shops with like that one mechanic episode from the animated series, and then the fairgrounds here, and obviously I never got to that. But here is Park Row, the backside. Never got it even touching it for years. And then like now, after watching the Penguin, I want to add like what it's called, Crown Point, I think, where he's from, like Crown Point here. And then even if I could, like, potentially the Narrows here would be crazy. But like, I've had so much of the ideas mapped out of things that I need. Like, here's the entrance, or one of the entrances to Founders, and we would have like this main street filled with all the giant companies like LexCorp and Stag and whatever. And I mean, all of Founders would just be like massive in scale, as massive as we can make it, and like just a high rise galore. And one thing I do really want to add, which I failed to do in Miyagani because I was lazy, was like the road structure. And if I did it, I would want it to be more like organic looking and like not squares and grids. Like obviously it's still going to be somewhat gridded or else it wouldn't make too much sense. But I don't want it to be like squares and parallel roads everywhere. I'd want it to have curves and to be more unnatural. And that's just something that I would like to get to. And another thing is like the layering of the city, because I'm gonna try and throw up that image of from that one comic of like the Gotham from far away. Like I'd want to have that layering, but it's hard because it's Minecraft and there's a build limit, so it wouldn't be easy. But like different, like a San Francisco type of thing, or like a Chongqing from China, Chongqing type of thing, where it's like there's like super high areas and super low areas. I don't think it would make the most sense in Minecraft. It's just an idea, and I haven't really gotten around to even testing it, obviously. But yeah, I'd want to add like more freeways. The trains, I think the two train systems are good. You know, the main trains and the monorail. Like, I'd want to build a Union Station, so another big station, which would be like kind of high up and not ground level. And there's just so much that I want to do. You know, the more TNT. But like right here would be kind of like a Batman 1989 section that I've had planned out for quite a while, where it would be that where I think it was where, well, I mean, at least where the opening scene of the movie was, where the family goes and I don't know that I don't think that's Monarch Theater right now. I can't remember, but you know where the family's getting mugged in the alleyway, that area with that big square, and then the at the end where the Batwing crashes into the cathedral. I'd want the cathedral here too. I just all this terrain in the back, I'd clear it with some world editing stuff, but like, and then it'd lead into Robinson Park right here, and then yeah, I'll throw up like whatever crude map that I sketched out, that has the plan of like the districts that I've thought of. That's probably not final, but I mean, this area is the most thought out I've had. That like past Wayne Enterprises, all of that, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. To be honest, I've like had ideas, but I'm not sure. The only thing I'm sure on is past it right here. I think I'd want to put the Coventry, if that's what it's called, from Arkham Origins, where it's like another industrial district, but like regardless, I'd want another industrial district here because the industrial district in Old Gotham is way too small, and I'd want a new one here which would have like another dock too. And then the Falcone dock would be over there from the map. And then, I mean, yeah, there's so much. And then, like, you know, Panessa Studios. What else is there? Well, that's the first thing I can think of right now. But, yeah, I don't know if I'd want a subway, to be honest. Like, a subway's something that we've thought of from the beginning, but I just never really wanted to do that because building underground is never fun, especially when it's an ocean. But I'd want something like the Tokyo Metro, which I know is like sort of a subway at points, but like it's really, you could see it overground and like in between all the buildings and stuff. And I'd want to do that with the train system, but you know, that's really ambitious. But I can't think of anything else that I'd have planned. Huh. Well, okay, I'll leave a pinned comment in the comment section if there is something that or some things that I forgot, and I'll address them there. But so that's the I mean, I not really. That's the like the introduction that I have for this update. And the reason I'm telling you guys all that is because well, this project could very well be dead. So basically, my team, we're all, you know, parting ways in that sense with this, I guess. We're not like not talking to each other or anything. We're all still friends, but like they're done with this essentially, and I don't want to be done with this because obviously this is like I've put so much thought and creativity into it, but like I'm sure any of you guys who have attempted to make a Gotham City or any big Minecraft project or any big project at all, you can understand how much creative burnout you get from this, and especially something like Minecraft, how much time it takes to really create something and see your vision fulfilled. And, this island is just beautiful, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. But, I'm super ambitious for the next island, and I don't think that next island would, really come to exist. And like the past year or so that we've been that we what's the word, like, I guess reborn, we've been rebirthed, if that's the word for this channel, that we spent working on the city again. Like that was the most free that we've been and had the most time to work on it. And even so, it was, we didn't work on it like a crazy amount or anything, just enough to where we got all of this done. That's just a crazy testament of how much grind we had to put on. Like I think if we really took our time, it would be a lot better looking, but I don't think we'd have nearly as much as this. But in the time that we did have, we managed to create all this, but that was with like a lot of time, and still we didn't really want to do it a whole bunch because it really did feel like just working and not so much having fun and creating. So, but yeah, and anyways, the team is disbanded, and I still love this city. And that is the second important part of this update, which is we collectively decided, because there's been a lot of Gothams in Minecraft, and very few to the scale of this. Of giving ourselves our own pat in the back here, but it's really hard to keep going, and we've seen so many projects come and go, and we're thinking of changing it up. So, we've been aware of all the comments saying like, "Hi, can we help out and build in your world and stuff? Can we try like working together? Or can we make a, or can you like help us out and build or whatever?" And we're considering those comments right now, and essentially what I am going to propose is that we open this city up and turn it into a collaborative Gotham City where the world as it is now is like, my team and I, it's our world, but we're proposing that we open it up and we allow you guys to come on. I mean, there's a little more to it than that, but like the gist of it is we'll let you guys and anyone really, well, not too many people because we couldn't have that many people playing on at once, but we would have some of you guys who are really passionate about it and really have been wanting to, like, either people who've wanted to make their own Gotham or haven't had the support or haven't had the, like, haven't got to the what's the word, like the benchmark to the point where they could really see a city and maybe they'd give up. Those kind of people, or just people who've always wanted to work and just see this world and work in the world and implement your own ideas in the world. Like I said, the new island, I'm using the new island as an example. I mean, there's so much more. There's like Blackgate, there's the Statue of Justice or whatever it's called, and Old Gotham. There's a whole lot more. I'm using the new island as an example, but there's so much to that island, and only partially or part of it I have envisioned out. And even so, that those ideas might not be final. So I'm sure there's plenty of other diehard or very strong DC fans out there, Batman fans, and obviously Minecraft fans who'd want to partake in this, and we'd allow you guys to come on, and then this would be more so a collaborative world than just say the board Minecraft world. Like obviously, we did Miyagani Island and most of Old Gotham and Wayne Manor, Arkham, whatever, all that. But as soon as we open the gates, I guess it wouldn't really be our world anymore. It would be your guys' world too. It would be everyone else's world. It would just be a big collaborative project, because I mean, this is really the only way that I think that this project can live. Because on my own, if I really wanted to do it, it would probably take me 40 years. And that's probably being generous. So, yeah. So we decided that if there's enough, again, I'm saying all this, but there has to be enough interest. Like if there's not enough interest, which I understand, because, and it's not like we're going to force you guys to build or anything. It's going to be up to yourself, up to whatever you want to do kind of thing. But it's also not going to be you can just be here and just mope around, but you're not doing anything. We're not going to let that happen, but obviously it's not going to be super strict and you're going to be, oh, you're building this many hours. It's not going to be like that. It's just going to be, build and have fun and put your own ideas into the city. Let me see what else I can think of. But yeah, no, you guys, so, whoever, if we get to that point and there are new people building here and it's you guys and whoever else, obviously we will credit you guys. It's not going to be just, oh, we did this, it's all on your board Minecraft. Like I said, it's going to be everyone's world in that point, and we will still credit you guys. But I think we will still be making the content, and then we'll credit you guys for the videos, or not for the videos, for the builds, and then we'll figure it out. But as of now, that is the rough plan. It's not really set in stone, but the most important thing right now is that if there is interest for joining this world and helping us build and continue it and expand it, then let us know, and we'll get started with a Discord server or something. And then it's not going to be you're not going to automatically get in if you say, oh, I want to build. We're going to have a trial or audition or something. We know we're not the best builders out there. We're no Gotham Edifice project. Yeah, I'm gonna glaze those guys. we're no Gotham Edifice project, but we think we have a decent amount of detail, and that's kind of a standard that we want to hit for every build. So yeah, there's gonna be some sort of tryout thing, and we'll figure that out along the way. But this is all speculative. We're gonna need, if this is to happen, we're gonna need interest and your guys' interest and your feedback. And yeah, but I think that's it. So ideally, because this is a realm, it would be on a realm which you can only have 10, I think 11 technically. You can have basically 10 people playing at once, and I think we'd want to look for at least 20 really passionate people and decent builders to come on and turn this into their canvas. So yeah, the first step here would just to be letting us know and what you guys think, whether or not you want to do this, whether or not this is a good idea. We'll still moderate it. I think my team will still moderate it. I don't think they're going to be building though, but I think they will moderate the project. And in time, I think again, if this gets to that point, we'll have some you guys become moderators too. But this is all hugely speculative right now, and the most important thing that we are asking for is your interest. because that is quite literally what is keeping this project on the fence from going 6 feet under. So, yeah. Let us know what you guys think. Like I said earlier with the concept stuff, if there's stuff that I'm forgetting, I will put it in the pinned comment in the comment section down below. But we hope that this can go on in that sense. And there will be a lot more follow-up. This is just really brief. If you have questions, of course, please let me know, and I'll get to it. And before we finish, new Superman movies out. No, we will not be building Metropolis. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll get back to you when there's good enough feedback. See you next time.